Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, share some of our great content with your friends. What we have today is a car that has really helped define JFK Auto, define us, and it is the first C7 ZR1 we were able to acquire, and it's almost a year to the day today. And almost a year to the day that we got this, that we just got the convertible. This is a 2019 C7 ZR1 ZTK 3ZR in a manual transmission, done in ceramic matrix gray with 230 miles. So there's 125 that were done in this color. So how we got to acquire this car. Last year, a friend of ours reached out that they were looking for a ZR1 with the manual transmission. He beat me to the car by about a day. I located the car online. I contacted the person who was advertising it for the owner, and it was sold. So they said it went to the East Coast. So right then I had an idea who had it, got in touch, and it was indeed the person who I thought purchased it. We were able to reach a trade deal. We had a 2011 Super Snake, which was super rare, one of one, and we got this car in. Only because we had every intention on selling it. I had the car sold, and at that time last year, I mean, the cars were doing right around $130,000. That was the market for this particular car, and as everybody knows, they've just gone absolutely crazy since then. So it came in, we had it sold. I was waiting for a deposit from a gentleman, and the deposit never came. Then we did a little bit of research. We had one of our friends who owns a dealership out in Pennsylvania, middle Pennsylvania. He got back to us and told us that the car breaks down to be one of one. Once we found that out, we didn't want to sell it. We did wind up hearing back from the gentleman who wanted to purchase the car, and he was ready to come out and buy it. And at that time we said the car is no longer for sale. So the car breaks down to be one of one, 3ZR ZTK in a manual transmission with comp seats. I think it's like between 1 and 5, 1 of 8, somewhere between there. I have the paperwork that breaks it all down. With that, with the blue stitching, the carbon flash wheels, the carbon flash mirrors, it breaks down to be one of one. So it was the first ZR1 we got. Obviously we didn't sell it. From that point till now, I mean, so much has changed. It's kind of, you know, interesting to kind of think back on where we would be if we didn't get this car. Would we be this involved in the ZR1 market? Would we have had as many as we did throughout the last 12 to 18 months? And the answer to that is probably not. So this car, extremely special to us, extremely special to me, being the first one we got. Love the spec, love the color. And honestly, when we got the car, we had no intentions on keeping the car. I mean, we haven't kept any car in all the years that we've been doing it, and this was the first one that we kind of said, all right, we're going to tuck it away, it's not going to be for sale. And now we're just kind of building with that in the convertible to match it. So this car currently has about 230 miles on it. We took it out last year, we did some videos with it, wanted to pull it back out today and go over, you know, the story of how we were able to acquire it, along with some of the options, because it's been a year. A lot has changed in the last year market wise with these cars. I was just talking off camera with Jeremy and my dad. I have yet to see another ceramic matrix gray in a manual in the last 12 months since we got this car. It's just a color you don't see. 125 were made in the ceramic matrix gray color that were coupes, only 12 in a convertible. So with the car, we'll go through everything here. Start under the hood like we do. You have the LT5 supercharged engine, which is covered entirely with the carbon fiber. The big hole in the hood here to help fit all of that horsepower underneath the hood. You have 715 pounds of torque, and again, it's matted to that 7-speed manual transmission. Only 744 coupes were made in a manual transmission for the 2019 C7 ZR1. Just got noticed the other day that only 586 of those 744 are actually ZTK cars. How many of them have comp seats, which is also highly desirable. You're talking even limited numbers there. How many of these cars at this point were wrecked, were abused, really driven? You know, the collector cars for this particular model in a manual transmission are either all sucked up, and if not, obviously they're going up in value because they're just hard to find. You know, the guys that are saying that the C8 Z06 coming out is gonna hurt or impact these cars, they're not making any more of these. The production numbers are not going up. A lot of the good ones are already accounted for, like this one. And if you're gonna be buying one, you're gonna be paying a lot of money for them. So the whole C8 argument, I don't think is gonna have any impact on it. I know myself, I wouldn't want a C8, I would rather this. Not to mention, the guys that already have these can probably go get a C8 if they wanted one, but they're gonna choose this over the C8. Just two different buyers, two different classes of people. C8s definitely will sell, but you're talking a different animal here. So this car goes 0 to 60 in 2.85 seconds, quarter mile of 10.8, and it's a track monster. I mean, Jay Leno, as we said in some of our other videos, called it the best super performance car for the money because it's beating cars that are $1 million or more. The sticker price on this was about $140,000, and the crazy thing is they couldn't sell these cars when they were brand new because everybody was so focused on the C8, so they were discounting them. We're a far cry from that now. You're well over sticker. I mean, this car well into the 200s now, and you know, that's if you could even find one and somebody is willing to even sell it at that price. So you have the ZTK package. We'll start with the front splitter in front, all carbon fiber. That's part of the ZTK package. It does have winglets and end caps that are not assembled, which is also part of that ZTK track package. You look at the wheels are carbon flash. That is an option, and they're sitting on another portion of the ZTK package, which was the Michelin 2 Sport Cup tires. You have your Brembo ceramic brakes, the blue calipers on this, which is really nice to match the blue accented color on the ZR1 logo, which is on the hood. 19-inch wheels, and the tires are 285 by 30. You'll see here on the front fender the carbon fiber vent on both sides, again filled with carbon fiber on these cars. Below it, your ground effects carbon fiber. You have your carbon flash mirrors, which was an option. Our convertible is not carbon flash mirrors, it's just painted. You have your carbon fiber target top that is removable, giving you a nice look when the top is off. If you're somebody who likes the coupe lines and still wants to have some you know, airflow coming in, you can remove that target top. Gives it a good look. As we move inside, the nice door plates there, door sill plates, Corvette with the Corvette flags. You have your stitching, blue stitching on the car in here with your competition seats and in the door jambs, which was an option. This car is also going to have the suede inserts, just like the convertible does as well. That was an option, but there was no added fee for that. You can choose between standard leather all the way through or the suede. Personally, I like the look and feel of the suede when you're in it. Your steering wheel is going to have that as well with the carbon fiber steering wheel. Suede inserts with your competition sport seats, even with the carbon fiber around the headrest, gives it a great look. Comfortable seats if you're you know, not a bigger guy, that you can fit tight in there, but the aesthetics of it really look good. To me, a lot better than just the standard performance seats. Carbon fiber dash all the way through, and there is your 7-speed manual transmission. And when you're in here, I mean, it's tough to see over the nose because that hood is really raised up to fit all that horsepower in that motor, but it is comfortable. The 3ZR package gives you all the nice creature comforts. You have power lumbar adjustable seats, you have your home link, along with a lot of other creature friendly features that are part of that $10,000 option of a 3ZR. As you move to the back, you'll see the most noticeable feature is the high wing, and that is part of the ZTK package. They did make cars without the ZTK package, and it will have a low wing on it. Still nice cars, but to me, if you're gonna have a ZR1, you definitely need a track pack car. Based on, you know, what I've seen in the market on sales for us and what we have to buy these cars at and what they're selling for even from other people, other dealerships, the ZTK package was only a $3,000 option, but on the aftermarket, it's pushing close to $20,000 in difference in resale value. So this car, if it had a low wing, would be drastically reduced in terms of price, even though it's only a $3,000 option. Same thing with the competition sport seats. I was having a talk yesterday with a gentleman I know who's looking for a convertible ZR1. He said, what do you think the competition sport seats add to the value? I said, well, on the sticker, it's around $2,000. I said, but resale value, it's about $8,000. And you know, somebody who's gonna spend the money that these cars are doing right now are gonna want to check every box. And competition sport seats for many people are one of those boxes. This car comes with everything. You have your window sticker, was around $140,000, your manual, you have your car cover, 2 sets of keys. And again, like I said, it's the first car we were able to acquire, so there's a lot of sentimental value for this car. And we said it last year when we first got it. You know, once we found out what the car was, we said we're gonna hold on to it. I think by the summer, these cars would be doing 200 grand. That was 2020. We said by 2021, the summer of 2021, they would be there. And they got there a lot sooner than that. A lot of these cars now are knocking on the door at 250 plus. I know that for a fact. And they're just getting harder to find. And you know, I compare it to the Vipers. The Viper ACRs in 2017, those cars are 4 years old and they're knocking on the door of 300 or very close. Some are even doing more than that. These cars here are only 2 years old. So what were the Vipers doing 2 years after production? I don't know if they were doing this much over sticker like these cars are. So watch out. I mean, there's not many manuals that are on the market now. There's about 6, 7, 8, depending on when you're looking. There has yet to be a real good one go to a bigger auction. And I think once you see that, these cars are gonna take another jump just like the Ford GTs did.